Nobody talks much about Saturday, the day between the cross and the empty tomb. A whole day of not knowing the ending. A whole day sitting in the room. I think about the disciples waiting, not knowing if the story was really done, not knowing that the darkest Friday was still one day away from becoming the sun. I live in that Saturday sometimes, that waiting place between the death and the answer. This is the silence between Good Friday and Sunday. This is the silence between Good Friday and Sunday. The waiting place where faith gets tested. This is the silence between Good Friday and Sunday. I don't know the ending while I'm standing here. I just have to trust what I can't yet hear. This is the silence between Good Friday and Sunday. And I believe Sunday's still coming for me. I've had my own version of Saturday, seasons where the answer hadn't come, where the grief of Friday felt permanent, where I didn't know if I'd overcome. But every single Saturday I've walked through, every single silent waiting hour, eventually gave way to Sunday morning, eventually gave way to resurrection power. I live in that Saturday sometimes, that waiting place between the death and the answer. think about the moment of forming, before I had a face or a name, before anyone knew I would exist, before I ever felt any kind of pain. The same hands that knit together every part of me while I was hidden are the same hands I feel right now, holding what feels so broken, so unbidden. I don't have two different versions of you. The Creator and the Comforter are the same hands that made me, holding me, holding me. The same hands that made me, holding me, holding me. Right now in this exact moment, the same hands that made me are holding me. Not distant, not removed from what I feel, close enough to make this safe feel real. The same hands that made me are holding me, holding me. And I've never been alone, not once. I think about the intimacy of it, the hands that hung the stars in place, are gentle enough to hold my sorrow, are gentle enough to hold my face. I don't need a distant deity, don't need a power removed from my pain. I need the hands that form me completely, to be the same hands that remain. I don't have two different versions of you. The Creator and the Comforter are one. The same hands that made me are holding me, holding me. The same hands that made me are holding me, holding me. Right now in this exact moment, the same hands that made me are holding me. Not distant, not removed from what I feel, close enough to make this safe feel real. The same hands that made me are holding me, holding me. And I've never been alone, not once. You knit me together, you knit me together in my mother's womb. You knit me together, you knit me together, you knit me together, you knit me together, you knit me together. The same hands that made me are holding me, holding me, holding me, holding me. The same hands that made me are holding me, holding me, holding me. Oh, right now, this exact moment, the same hands that made me are holding me. Not distant, not removed from what I feel, close enough to make this safe feel real. The same hands that made me are holding me, holding me. And I've never been alone, not once. 100 people, sung alone in a car with the windows up. But there's a choir I haven't joined yet, a sound too big for this world to hold, too big to interrupt. I've heard glimpses in my best moments, heard something echo underneath the song, like I'm practicing for a bigger stage, like I'm learning the words to something I'll sing before long, before long. Every song I've ever sung down here was just a rehearsal for the one that's coming. This is the choir I'll finally join. I'll join. This is the choir I'll finally join. I'll join. Every tribe and tongue together. This is the choir I'll finally join. No more broken notes, no more shaking voice, just the fullness of an eternal choice. This is the choir I'll finally join. I'll join, and I won't ever stop singing again. I think about every tongue and nation, every generation that's ever sung, standing together in one final chorus, different languages becoming one. I don't know what that sound will be like, don't know how a million voices blend as one, but I believe I'll finally understand why every earthly song was just begun, begun for that day. Every song I've ever sung down here was just a rehearsal for the one that's coming. This is the choir I'll finally join. I'll join. This is the choir I'll finally join. I'll join. Every tribe and tongue together. This is the choir I'll finally join. No more broken notes, no more shaking voice, just the fullness of an eternal choice. This is the choir I'll finally join. I'll join, and I won't ever stop singing again. Every tribe, every tongue, every nation, every tribe, every tongue, every nation, singing one song. Every tribe, every tongue, every nation, every tribe, every tongue, every nation, singing one song. Every tribe, every tongue, every nation, every tribe, every tongue, every nation. This is the choir I'll finally join. I'll join. Oh, this is the choir I'll finally I'll finally join. I've carried things that weren't assigned to me, picked up burdens meant for stronger backs, tried to hold the whole world's grief together, tried to fix what only grace could fix. I ran myself into the ground, tried to be the answer to every ache I saw. But somewhere in the exhaustion, I remembered who was carrying it all. I'm not the savior, I never was. I'm just a witness to the one who is. The weight of the world was never mine, was never mine. The weight of the world was never mine, was never mine. It was carried up a hill by someone stronger. The weight of the world was never mine. I don't have to fix what only grace can heal. I don't have to carry what was never real for me to hold. The weight of the world was never mine, was never mine. And I can finally set it down. I used to think love meant carrying everything, meant absorbing every hurt and soul I met. But love was never about my own strength. Love was about pointing toward the dead already met. I still care, I still show, I still weep, but I don't pretend I'm the one who saves. I just point toward the one who carried it completely. I just point toward the empty grave. I'm not the savior, I never was. I'm just a witness to the one who is. The weight of the world was never mine, was never mine. The weight of the world was never mine, was never mine. It was carried up a hill by someone stronger. The weight of carried it all, never mine to hold. I think about that ancient moment, army closing in, water blocking every way. No bridge, no boat, no clear direction, just a command to stand still and pray. I've stood in my own version of that story, trapped between the past and the deep unknown. But something happened that I can't explain. Something opened a path I've never known. I didn't build the road that saved me, I just walked through what you made away. I stood at the edge of the Red Sea and didn't drown. I stood at the edge of the Red Sea and didn't drown. Watch the water pull back like a curtain. I stood at the edge of the Red Sea and didn't drown. What looked like certain death and closing became the ground I walked on unopposing. I stood at the edge of the Red Sea and didn't drown. And I've never doubted impossible again. I think about the walls of water, standing tall on either side that day. Not a natural thing, not an inexplainable thing, just a God who makes a way. I've had my own Red Sea moments, watched the waters part when I thought I'd sink. Learn that trapped isn't the same as finished. Learn to trust more than I think. I didn't build a road that saved me, I just walked through what you made away. I stood at the edge of the Red Sea and didn't drown. I stood at the edge of the Red Sea and didn't drown. Watch the water pull back like a curtain. I stood at the edge of the Red Sea and didn't drown. What looked like certain death and closing became the ground I walked on unopposing. I stood at the edge of the Red Sea and didn't drown. And I've never doubted impossible again. You made a way where there was no way. You made a way. You made a way where there was no way. Through the wilderness. You made a way where there was no way. You made a way where there was no way. Through the wilderness. You made a way. You made a way where there was no way. You made a way where there was no way. You made a way where there was no way. I stood at the edge of the Red Sea and didn't drown. I stood at the edge of the impossible again. You made a way, and I didn't drown. I've watched the wealthy drop their offerings, heard the coins land loud against the stone. But I remember a story about a widow who gave 2 coins and gave it all alone. Nobody noticed her small offering, nobody clapped or turned to see. But somewhere it echoed louder than the wealthy. Somewhere it echoed all the way to me. I don't need a bigger offering to matter. Don't need the crowd to validate what I bring. The widow's 2 coins are louder than my silence. My silence. The widow's 2 coins are louder than my silence. My silence. Louder than everything I've held back. The widow's 2 coins are louder than my silence. I've been holding back, afraid it's not enough, afraid my little offering isn't quite the right stuff. The widow's 2 coins are louder than my silence, and I'm bringing what I've got today. I've stayed quiet, thought my gift too small, thought my voice too shaky to be used. But that widow taught me something different, taught me small gifts given fully aren't refused. I don't need the wealthy person's confidence, don't need a fortune to give my whole heart. I just need to bring my 2 small coins. I just need to give from where I start. I don't need a bigger offering to matter. Don't need the crowd to validate what I bring. The widow's 2 coins are louder than my silence. My silence. The widow's 2 coins are louder than my silence. My silence. Louder than everything I've held back. The widow's 2 coins are louder than my silence. I've been holding back, afraid it's not enough, afraid my little offering isn't quite the right stuff. The widow's 2 coins are louder than my silence, and I'm bringing what I've got today. She gave out of her poverty, she gave out of her poverty, everything she had. She gave out of her poverty, she gave out of her poverty, everything she had. She gave out of her poverty, she gave out of her poverty, she gave out of her poverty, everything been holding back, afraid it's not enough. Afraid my little offering isn't quite the right stuff. The widow's 2 coins are louder than my silence, and I'm bringing what I've got today, everything she had, louder than my silence. I think about the shepherd's math, 99 safe, 1 gone astray. Doesn't seem like sound arithmetic to leave the many for the one who ran away. But love doesn't work by numbers. Love doesn't leave a single one behind. He left the safety of the whole flock just to come and find, just to come find me. I was the one who wandered off completely, the one who didn't deserve the search. I am the sheep that made him leave the 99, 99. I am the sheep that made him leave the 99, 99. He counted me worth the whole journey. I am the sheep that made him leave the 99. I wasn't the easy one, wasn't the safe bet, but he came looking anyway. He hasn't stopped yet. I am the sheep that made him leave the 99, 99. And he carried me home on his shoulders. I think about the joy when he found me, more joy than over the 99 who stayed. Not because I'm worth more than the others, just because that's how love is made. I don't understand the math like that, a love that chases the one who's lost. But I felt the carrying on his shoulders. I felt exactly what it cost. I was the one who wandered off completely, the one who didn't deserve the search. I am the sheep that made him leave the 99, 99. I am the sheep that made him leave the 99, 99. He counted me worth the whole journey. I am the sheep that made him leave the 99. I wasn't the easy one, wasn't the safe bet, but he came looking anyway. He hasn't stopped yet. I am the sheep that made him leave the 99, 99. And he carried me home on his shoulders. He leaves the 99, he leaves the 99 to find the one. He leaves the 99, he leaves the 99 to find the one. He leaves the 99, he leaves the 99. He leaves the 99. I am the sheep that made him leave the 99, 99. I am the sheep that made him leave the 99, 99. He counted me worth the whole journey. I am the sheep that made him leave the 99. I wasn't the easy one, wasn't the safe bet, but he came looking anyway. He hasn't stopped yet. I am the sheep that made him leave the 99, 99. And he carried me home on his shoulders, carried on his shoulders. He left the 99. I think about the shortest verse. Jesus wept just 2 small words, but behind them was a grief so massive, a love too deep for what the moment stirred. He knew he'd raise Lazarus in a moment, knew the ending before it began. But he still wept at the grave beside them, still felt the weight of a loss as a man. He didn't have to feel it, but he did. He didn't have to cry, but the tears still came. I was the reason he wept at the tomb, the tomb. I was the reason he wept at the tomb, the tomb. Every grief I've ever carried, he wept at the tomb. He didn't just fix it from a distance, he entered into my exact existence. I was the reason he wept at the tomb, the tomb. And he's still weeping with me now. I think about a God who feels it, not distant from the pain that I go through. A God who stood beside a grave and wept there, even knowing what he was about to do. I don't serve a God removed from sorrow, don't serve a God who watches from above. I serve the one who wept at Lazarus' tomb, the one whose grief looks just like love. He didn't have to feel it, but he did. Oh, he didn't have to cry, but the tears still came. I was the reason he wept at the tomb, the tomb. I was the reason he wept at the tomb, the tomb. Every grief I've ever carried, Jesus wept, still weeping with me. I think about a soldier's confidence, a man who understood the chain of command. He didn't need Jesus in his own house, just needed a word from his own hand. Just say the word and it'll be done. That's what the centurion believed. Faith that didn't need the visual proof, faith that simply just received. I've asked for signs before believing, asked to see it before I trust the word. The centurion believed before he saw, before he saw. The centurion believed before he saw, before he saw. Faith without a single confirmation. The centurion believed before he saw. I want a faith like that inside me, a trust that doesn't need the evidence to guide me. The centurion believed before he saw, and Jesus called it the greatest faith he'd found. I think about the healing that happened from a distance without a single touch, just a word spoken across the city, and that word was already enough. I don't always need to see the miracle to know that you're already at work. I can trust the word before the proof arrives. I can trust you in the dark. I've asked for signs before believing, asked to see it before I trust the word. The centurion believed before he saw, oh, before he saw. The centurion believed before he saw, oh, before he saw. Faith without a single confirmation. The centurion believed before he saw. I want a faith like that inside me, a trust that doesn't need the evidence to guide me. The centurion believed before he saw, and Jesus called it the greatest faith he'd found. Just say the word, just say the word, and I'll be healed. Just say the word, 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 and I'll be healed. Just say the word, just say the word. before he saw. I want a faith like that inside me, a trust that doesn't need the evidence to guide me. The centurion believed before he saw, and Jesus called it the greatest faith he'd found. Just say the word, believe before he saw.